Oh, my name is Thomas Davis, and I'm a platform outbound product manager. And today I want to answer the question, how do I build the right team as it relates to performance analytics? So the right team, people, who are they, right? So there's kind of like three categories that we've talked about, and it is and there are certain things that come with that. Are they capable of asking the tough questions and things that come with that? And then do they understand the business? So can they determine the goals? Do they know what the goals are? Do they know the business? Are they people that actually, know even the data that's behind the information and the business that's there? So big thing is, can they provide certain things when they go into this team? And are they capable of, asking, tough questions like, what is this going to solve? Is this going to solve a problem? Is there a use case? What actions can we take? What we don't want is just doing potentially what you did before. So if you're new to ServiceNow and performance analytics, are you bringing stuff in? How much of what you used to do are you still going to use? And I think, you need to be able to ask the question, especially for a lot of the reporting that potentially that you had, is what were we getting out of it? What were we being able to accomplish with that information? So, as something new that's perhaps for you when you start using this, you need to be able to ask those tough questions, and you need to be able to push back if you have to. So again, understanding the business. So what are the processes, in place? Are we going to continue to use the same ones? Do we need to generate new ones? What's the purpose of those processes that you put in place? And are they actually being used? So you may have certain processes that are inside of your business, but the question is, have you been using those as it relates to reporting and whatever you were using? So as you come into performance analytics and ServiceNow, make sure that you're doing those types of things. So the big thing that you want to be able to have is people that are empowered, people that can push back and say, no, we don't necessarily need this anymore. There's no value to that. What are we able to change in the business because of this particular reporting? And make sure that, they understand how to use the tools and understand how the data is structured. That's a huge thing, knowing the data. So I can tell you that, being involved in the process early on, so you can become familiar with the data as everything is being built out, rather than it being an afterthought where, things have been built out and now it's a hurry. We need to get reporting out there or performance analytics out there. Make sure that you involve with that process early on. And again, you need to make sure that you have people on your team that have that access, that know that they can look at the data and see what's going on. So with that, there are, a couple, clearly defined roles that we believe equal success. And functional roles are, who is the person that's actually doing it? And then potentially what type of roles will they need? So for example, executive sponsor or program owner, they may just need PA viewer, meaning they just need to see it. Whatever was created, they're not necessarily doing any of the creating, but they need to be able to actually see it when it's out there and it's done. Dashboard function manager. This is someone who is going to basically say, okay, this is how we want this dashboard to work, and basically has control over that entire thing. And, here's a couple of roles that they're going to need as well. The analytics content owner. These are the people that are, really know the data, know the content, know what they want. And they, again, need to be able to have particular roles in order to do what they want. Then the developer. This is the person that is probably doing all of the creation, the ones that are creating all the widgets and the dashboards and things of that nature that are out there. There are definitely specific roles that they need to have as well. And then there's application developers as well. So maybe some of the data that you want to report on doesn't necessarily, work out of the box as it relates to, the reporting that you want to see, or the performance analytics that you want to see. And sometimes you may need, administrative developers that maybe need to create a script or something like that, or things when it comes to metrics. And, if you have database views that you need to create, there's certain roles that are required to do those, and admin are the people that you want to go to for that. And then you have analytics administrators. So this, again, is very similar to an analytics developer, but they're going to, make sure that the dashboard looks the way that it needs to be, based on all of the things that you figured out with the team. Like, this is what we want and all those things. So here's the big thing to take away from this, is that you need to know who is on your team. You need to select good people that are on your team, and you need to make sure that they know the content and the data that they're going to actually be reporting out on in performance analytics. And I think something, great to always remember is, they need to be able to be empowered to be able to push back. No is not bad. No is not a bad thing. It gives you the ability to make sure that everything is clean as much as you possibly can. And again, the phrase of garbage in, garbage out, do you want to bring things in? Having a team who can talk about things that were out there prior, can talk through those particular things and say, you know what, there was not a whole lot of value. There was nothing that changed the business with that particular report. Do we continue to need it? Do we need it? And having the ability to have, one or two people or however many you choose to say no is actually a really good thing. So with that, hopefully this helps you understand, how do you build the right team as it relates to performance analytics inside of ServiceNow.